Hi guys, and welcome back to Momma Jess Knits. I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. Today is July the 6th, and this is episode 25. For those of you who are new, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy it. And those of you who have subscribed, or this isn't your first time visiting, thank you and welcome back. I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Momma Jess Knits. I have a Facebook group called Momma Jess Knits, and I have a Ravelry group called Momma Jess Knits Podcast. Or you can email me at mommajessKnits@gmail.com. And I have some exciting news. I have opened my Etsy store, and my name on Etsy is Momma Jess Knits, and I will try to link all that below. It has been a little crazy at my house. 4th of July, it rained and poured, and we got like 4 inches of rain and 3 or 4 inches of rain in like 40 minutes. And then it was fine. So the kids did get to do some sparklers and a couple of little fireworks. And then they drove around and looked at other people doing fireworks because our city is not putting on a fireworks show this year. Thank you, Corona. I stayed at home just because we really weren't sure how Bear was going to react. This was his first 4th of July, and he did just fine. The only thing that bothered him is that the kids were outside doing fireworks, and he couldn't go out. So he sat by the front door and whined and scratched. And for those of you who don't know, Bear is our puppy. And I say puppy because he is 9 months old and bigger than our other dog, Sophie. He is a golden shepherd, which is a mix between a golden retriever and a German shepherd. He's about 75% German shepherd. He's huge. I'm not sure how much he weighs because our vet's office, who are wonderful, said that, come by any time. We'll throw him up on the scale. You can see how much he weighs. And then everything kind of hit. So they are still doing curbside, where they come out and get your pet and take them in and do their visit while you're on the phone. Anyway, another day, another story. So 4th of July went well. I did some cooking, did some baking. Our normal 4th of July activity, of course, got canceled. We usually go to what is called Frontier Culture Museum, and they do a big 4th of July thing and read the Declaration of Independence and have all sorts of different activities and things. And we usually get fudge at the end of our visit, and then come home and eat fudge and do our other 4th of July stuff. But unfortunately it got canceled, and I was going to make fudge, and I still haven't gotten around to making fudge. Maybe today. Who knows? Alright guys, I actually have a good bit to share with you all. So I'm going to jump on in with my finished objects. I finished these June the 29th at about 10 p.m. So I had a day to spare. And these are my Lolo Did It. Oops. If I could hold these where you could see them. Lolo Did It in the Hippos for Little Celebrations Club. This is the Hippos for Mani Petty by Lolo Did It. I really like how these turned out. I'm not usually a big, bright orange fan, but I'm digging them. So that is my one and only finished object I have to show you guys today. I do have a half-finished object. So a while back on the podcast, I shared that I was making some socks for a friend, and I have had this sock almost completely done. I was just waiting to do the toe, but I really wanted to try them on the person that's going to be receiving them, and it hasn't worked out. So I did measure their foot, so I'm pretty certain that I have these done to where they're going to be okay, or the half-finished object done to where it's going to be okay. My blockers are, it's going to look a little weird on my blockers because this person has a big foot. Excuse me, guys. And so anyway, here's my half-finished object. Excuse me again. I made the cuff extra long because the person who these are for said that they wanted the cuff fairly long, which I've actually now switched and started making all my socks with the I called this the cuff, but it's the leg. I've been making all my socks here lately with the leg this long because I kind of liked it. And so this is Knit Pick Stroll in the tweed, and the colorway is garnet. So one down, and because I was waiting on waiting to measure the person's foot and never did get around to it, I thought, well, I better go ahead and start the second one. That way, at least I'll have the second one started, and I had an extra pair of needles anyway, so I do have the second one started. So, I think I'm about halfway through the cuff. Yeah, halfway through the cuff on the second one. And that is being housed in my Angora Moose bag that I won from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. It's a perfect bag for a little sock project. It was so cute with all the little woodland creatures. So that's the only half-finished object I have. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into what my works in progress are. I feel pretty good. I've gotten quite a bit done on my works in progress. Especially once I tell you what all I've been up to a little later in the show, or you see what all I've been up to. You'll see why I feel pretty confident about having this done. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. Okay. So I got some work done on my smaller Memories blanket, and this is the one that is only in yarn that I've made projects out of. Well, fingering yarn. So I've added, I believe I've just added these 3 squares. This one, and this one. So this is from my McGonagall socks, mani-pedi, and this is going to be in my Find Your Fade. So all of these colors right here down to the blue are all going to be in my Find Your Fade. Sorry guys, I can't weave these ends in yet because I use them to tell me if I'm on the right side or the wrong side. And I have quite a bit to weave in, but I've weaved in a lot, so I'm trying to do it as I go. So it doesn't become too much of a headache towards the end. So I put 3 squares in on that blanket. And that pattern is the Memory Blanket by Georgie Nicholson. And she does, the pattern calls for DK weight, and I just used fingering and did the same amount of stitches and everything. It's just a different weight of yarn. And I am using a size 2 needle to do my squares. So there's that one. And then my big one, I have, don't. Sorry, my needles are sticking in squares. All right, so my big one, I got this square done, this square done, which completed that row, and then I also got this square done, and I've got my needles set to do this one. So it is getting huge. Whew. Excuse me again, you guys. My allergies are terrible right now. The weather here, it's been raining a lot, so it's stirring up just all kinds of garbage. So I'm kind of miserable with my allergies right now. So that's my big blanket is made up of yarns from many of my knitting friends' scrappy leftovers and some of my stuff. A couple of minis that were sent to me in the mail. So, and I do have another blanket planned. I've decided that I'm going to do another scrappy blanket, and it's just going to be of minis. So minis I've bought, minis that are sent to me, all just minis. So none of my leftover sock yarn. It all has to be minis. It can be leftovers from minis that I've used, but it has to be from a mini. I have not started that yet. It's just in my head. Okay, so another work in progress I have, and this is in my gingerbread snap that bag, or ginger snap. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Gingerbread has been on my mind. Ginger snap that bag. And these, the yarn's going to look really familiar. It is going to be, the body of it is my Lolo Did It Hippo for Halloween. And I've decided to make another pair of Halloween socks, but kind of switch it up a little bit. So I'm doing the cuff in black, the leg in the Hippo for Halloween. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to do the heel in black and then the toes in orange, because that's all I have of that mini left. I mean, I could order another one, but I think this will be enough to do 2 toes. Or if I want to do the heel in the orange and the toe in black. What do you guys think? Should I do the heel in black and the toe in orange? Or should I do the cuff black, the heel orange, and the toe black? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Sorry, guys. My allergies are crazy. I should have brought some tissues in here. Oh, okay. So my next project is in a bag by me. Got a little, it is my little bumblebee bag. And what I have in here is my, so this is another yarn by Lolo Did It, and it's, sorry, Hippos for Little Celebrations. And this one is called Bubble Bath. Uh-oh. Sorry, I have an extra needle in there and it's wanting to come out. Goodness. So here is the start of that sock. You can see it's gray and it's got little specks of blue. So I'm going to do the body of the sock in that, and then the toes and the heels, yeah, heels and toes, are going to be in the Just Ducky colorway. I think that'll be cute. I mean, because what's a bubble bath without a duck, right? So, and that sock will go in my box of socks that's made out of, it's just my Hippos 4 socks. And then the Halloween one will be going in my regular box of socks. I could have put it in the Hippo box to go with my other one, but I'm not using all of Lolo Did It yarn for that. The black on that one is Knit Picks, so I figured I wouldn't put that in my Hippo because it's not technically all Hippo. Sorry guys, I gotta take a drink. Okay. No. I've got one more. Sorry, I worked on this the most. I should show it to you. So this is my Alicia Plummer shawl, the covered shawl. And guys, I got quite a bit done on this. So the part I'm working on right now is an 8-row repeat, and I managed to do 12 rows since I last showed it to you. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to show you guys the bags that I've put this in. So this is being housed in my wool knit through this bag that I won by Snickle and Mr. B. And so here is that shawl. And right here is the progress keeper where I left off. So I got 12 rows done. So it's getting bigger. I still have a long way to go, but I got some work done on it. Show off my little stitch markers that I won. Those little stitch markers are by, let's see here. I believe it's the Fiber House company. I don't know. It came in this cute little bag. And they were on a little ring on here. I won those the same weekend I won the bag. In a different giveaway. I got really lucky that weekend and I ended up winning like 4 different giveaways. Don't know how that happened because I usually don't win. I've only won a handful of giveaways. All right, so that is all for my works in progress that I have. I had hoped to start another work in progress, but I just didn't get around to it. So what is up next is I'm going to continue to work on all of those projects. I have wound, but have not yet cast on my Lolo Did It Freedom yarn. So I'm going to cast on a pair of socks in this, and I have I'm going to make 2 pairs of socks out of this because I have the yarn to do heels and toes in red and the yarn to do heels and toes in blue. So that's going to be one of my next cast-ons. I still have plans to do socks for my kids. I need to finish up I have one sock completely done. I need to finish up the second sock. I'm on the heel of it, and it's going to be some Halloween socks for my 10-year-old, Avery. And I want to continue to cast on and make socks for the rest of my kids. Because I'm going to start doing... I'm going to buy, sooner or later, haven't yet, some more little containers like this one. Just photo books or photo boxes. And I'm going to buy each family member one of those. And then I think what I'm going to do is make socks and then put them in those boxes. And I'll really get started really good on it probably next year. I would like to have it to where at the end of the year I could give at least anywhere from, I don't know. I kind of thought about doing a box of socks for them, but that's a box of socks times 7. That's a lot of socks. And there's no way I can make that many socks in a month. On a good month, I can make 3 pairs of socks. So, but I would like to make them some Halloween socks, some Christmas socks, the Harry Potter theme socks. So anyway, that's some of my future cast-ons. My Freedom socks are future cast-on. I think that's it. I need to work some more on my Find Your Fade shawl. I have not done any work on that in probably a month now, or since the last time I showed it on the podcast. I may have done a row or 2. So, I've told you guys before that I'm trying to do a stash down, and I'm trying to do better with not buying, so much yarn every month. June, I had an excellent month. So June, I used 8 skeins of yarn. And I only bought 3. So that means that I used up and didn't replace 5 skeins of yarn in June. I was really happy about that. So far, July, it looks like the only 2 that I have planned to buy. So you hear that, makers out there, please stop making gorgeous yarn so I'm not tempted. The only 2 that I have planned to buy are my 2 club subscriptions, which are by Lolo Did It. I have a subscription to her Hippo for Little Celebrations. And I have a Hippo to her Downton Abbey Upstairs Downstairs Club, which I haven't gotten June's colorway yet. I think that comes in the mail today, if I remember correctly. The holiday, I guess, just kind of threw everything for a loop. So, hopefully, next month I'll have a good stash down report also. So my mail call, I have no yarn to show you guys. I do have some fabric to show you guys. So I'm going to do a little bit of, before I show you the fabric, I'm going to do a little bit of updating stuff. So that is all of my, oh no, it's not. I was going to say that's all of my knitting content, but it's not, because I have something to show you guys. I opened an Etsy shop, as I said at the beginning of the podcast. It is under Momma Jess Knits, all together, no spaces. If you search for the shop, all together, no spaces, it should pull up my shop. I only have, I think, 6 items left in the shop right now. I opened it July the 1st, and I had 8 items in there, and I sold 2. In this shop, I plan on putting the bags that I make, the yarn that I dye, which I have something to show you guys, and I'm thinking about putting some of my hand knit stuff in there, things that I've hand knit and I would normally sell at like a craft show. However, there wasn't a craft show last year, the one that I normally do, and I have a feeling there's not going to be one this year either. Just because, you know, everything's getting canceled. So I'm not going to bank on doing a craft show, but I will put some of the stuff I've hand knit into the shop, I think. I'm pretty sure that's my plan. So that being said, I'm going to show you the bags that I've made the last couple days that I have ready to go into the shop, and some of the yarn that I've dyed in the last couple days. And that will be going in the shop also. I'm still trying to figure out when I should do a shop update, or if I should just kind of load everything in there when it's ready. So tell me what your thoughts are on that. I know that a lot of dyers will do like a shop update, and they'll put everything that they've made in like a week's time into their shop on a certain day of the week. Like Nomadic Yarns, I know that she does like a shop update on Saturday mornings. So let me know what your thoughts are. Should I save everything for one day of the week and on that day just upload everything, or should I just put it in as I go? Let me know what your thoughts are. So I'm going to show you 3 bags that I have made in the last couple days. I made this one. It says, "Put your big girl panties on and deal with it." So this is the outside, and the inside is a really pretty lavender purple. So there's one. Here's the second one. I love all these little critters. Makes you want to go camping, right? That's the outside of that one, and here's the inside. So cute. I really like this one. And then this one, I'm going to have to hide this one from some of my kids because they want it. Wait, kind of sitting funky, but here we go. Sally and Jack. So this one just has a solid orange inside. So I have those to put up in the shop. Then I'm going to show you my yarn. Let me grab it. I have this skein, which I haven't decided what I'm naming this just yet. I think it's going to be called Flamingo. I have this, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this aqua color. And it goes so pretty with this. And I made, and I don't think I've shown you guys on here the other bag. Oh, yeah, I did. The flamingo bag that I made, I dyed these based off that bag. So then I have 2 of these made up so far. And this is called Don't Splash Mama. And they just have just all kinds of pretty colors. So that is all the yarn I have dyed up right now. I started off super slow and I only ordered 2 shades of dye, and I only ordered 4 skeins to dye, just to make sure that I really did enjoy doing it, which I do. So there will be more yarn in the shop soon. It's on its way. I have yarn and dye on its way. I'm sorry, we've got Bear barking because Avery ran up and down the stairs. So now I'm going to jump in with the fabric that I have, that I will be making more bags out of. I realize I do have some fabric I have not shown you all. I'm so sorry. Bear. Okay, so I'm going to apologize for the dog barking, and I'm going to apologize for the bag sprinkling. Let's see here. Okay, I've got a big stack of it. So I have this gorgeous sunflowers, some more skulls, because my skull bags that I had in my shop were the first to sell. Some dinosaurs. One of my daughter's boyfriends wants a mask made out of this, so I have to make those and make a mask. Got some fallish. I love fall. It's my favorite. And some Harry Potter. And I've got some bees. And more bees. And more bees. This one has a lot of be happy, save the bees, you are my sunshine, be kind. I like that. It's just kind of simple, and I really love this because I love butterflies. And that one's going to have a peach inside. And then, even more. Because I really want fall to be here. I fell in love with this. Super cute. It's going to have a green inside. And this will have a peach, ooh, blown out, peach inside. Yeah. Skeleton puppies. And couldn't leave out skeleton kitty cats. So that is all the fabric I have. And that is all of the crafty news I have. I let my daughter, my 16-year-old, cut my hair. Huge difference. I think she cut at least about 10, maybe more inches off. Yeah, so it was a lot. I will post a link to my Etsy shop, and of course all the information where I can be found below this video. And I look forward to you guys' comments on whether you think I should do a big shop update or if I should just update as I go. I'm super excited to not start this adventure because I've already started it, but I'm really excited about it, and I'm hoping that it goes really well, and I hope you guys will go and check out my Etsy shop. Even if you don't buy anything, I would love it if you checked it out. You know, you can favorite it, be an admirer, whatever you want to do. Just hope that you guys will check it out, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast. I will continue to podcast. I'm debating on, instead of trying to do a weekly podcast, if I want to do an every 2 weeks podcast. It'll probably be an every 2 week podcast, but I'm not 100% sure. It just seems to be the easiest on me if I do it every 2 weeks. Sometimes if I try to do it every week, I just feel like I don't have a lot to show you all. So it would be a really short podcast, and it would probably be me just rambling. Maybe you like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to let you all run. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and keep on crafting. Bye.